My core level history course, I'm teaching about the environmental problems that the ancient civilizations faced. So for instance, the ancient Romans found they had a lot of problems with erosion, with overhunting. Their gladiatorial events used a lot of animals that led to extinctions. And eventually, some of these environmental problems contributed to the downfall of Roman civilization. By talking about sustainability issues, my students are able to analyze transformations in complicated societies alongside with political changes and war. They now understand how sustainability issues impact the changes of civilizations.
When you talk about cities, 3 Midwestern cities, Detroit, Cincinnati, and St. Louis, so a triangle, and to talk about the economic, political, and environmental issues facing all 3 cities. It was some of a comparison-contrast issue. In many ways, Cincinnati was like the control city, as it were, you know, as a model city compared to Detroit and St. Louis. So we read literature, we read reports. I downloaded material for them to look at that dealt with environmental issues and the relationship between environmental issues and class issues and race issues.
I would say it made my education a much more relevant sort of experience. We also had hands-on involvement where I worked out at a farmer's market for a while, and it was really nice being able to see how these theories of because part of the class was talking about local economics, and it was interesting to see how those theories, if they held up, I guess, out there in Cincinnati. And it was also just, when you get all these ideas, it's also nice when the ideas have some relevance for the world around you. And I think, sustainability, if the world around us is facing challenges, but also sustainability offers a lot of potential to kind of rethink how the world should be.
I mean, among the faculty in particular, this has become, the issue. Kathleen Smythe, of course, is the person, I see as the sort of guru of sustainability on campus, along with John Fairfield, who's the new sustainability fellow, because he's interested in the city and how can we maintain cities in terms of their environmental and ecological issues.
I wouldn't be surprised if, larger events sort of forced an acceptance that sustainability is a necessary venture, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised at that.
We've had a number of conversations in my classroom in which students were able to analyze the changes today alongside the changes that happened in the past.
I think one of the things, the fact that almost everybody recycles, if they have a recycling container, I think one of the things we've learned from this is that if you make this part of people's daily life, this idea of sustainability, not a special project, not a special program, but an integral part of campus life, then people will naturally fall into the patterns where they will start doing quote-unquote green things.